20.5. $26 flat.
All right, got my rookie drivers out here. Hey, what's up?
24.4.
more. Oh, 4 marshals, okay. All right, indeed we do. All right, give these guys a moment here to get warmed up, get into a rhythm, and then we'll get racing. All right, folks, we are going to go live loop here, so keep on driving. Just keep on driving. Careful in turn 1, careful turn 1. All right, folks, next time you cross the start-finish line, the loop will be live. All right, so your time begins when you cross the start-finish line at the end of the straightaway here. All right, this is our first race of the night, our rookie category on track. These are our future sportsman racers sharing the track with each other here. Got TJ starting us off at 21.1. And we got Jorge down the back straight, going 20.9. We're 35 seconds in, drivers. All right, these drivers are working on lap number 2. 45 seconds in the books. TJ going 20.2. And we got Jorge 21.2. All right, we are now 1 minute in.
3 minutes left.
It's TJ and Jorge out here both on 12-lap paces. TJ set an early fast lap at 20.2, Jorge 20.9. 1:15 down, drivers 2:45 left. Right now it is Jorge up by half a second. Got both these drivers on low 11 lap paces. Buck 30 down, 2:30 left. That's on by Jorge going 20.2. Minute 40 down, 2:20 left, drivers. Right now it's Jorge just 0.7 of a second ahead of TJ. Close battle here amongst our rookie drivers. And Jorge that time by a new fast lap, 19.7.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Right now, advantage Jorge by 1.2. Got a minute 40 remaining. Drivers Jorge on a 12:13 for pace. TJ right there with him, 12:14. Minute 30 remains. Drivers 90 seconds to go. This time around, Jorge 3 seconds ahead of TJ. Still a close battle here. Minute 15 remains. And tonight it's quality, not quantity in rookie class. These guys both getting around pretty good. Jorge now about 3.2 ahead of TJ.
Left.
1 minute remains, drivers. $50 seconds remain. And that's on by Jorge. New fast lap, 19.6. 35 seconds remaining. Jorge 12:10 for pace, TJ 12:16. Just 4 seconds apart here with 25 seconds remaining. $15 seconds left. All right, 5 seconds left on the clock. Keep on going, drivers. Don't stop. Keep on going. The computer will announce when you are done. Just keep going, keep going.
Jorge doing is done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that will be a race, drivers. Jorge taking the W here, going 12:13. TJ right there with him, 12:22. Good race, gentlemen. Like I said earlier, it's quality, not quantity in rookie tonight. Both those guys getting around pretty good. All right, so we are now moving into race number 2, our 17.5 Sportsman division. I'm going to need the last race of the round, 40 plus, to marshal this one.
Car Ted. Justin Levers.
We're looking at possibly doing a new track this Wednesday. If anybody's around to help out with that. Yeah, we do need a little bit of help. Won't take too long.
Mike Rulis. David Kopel.
Whoa. Careful on the back straight. All right, got my marshals out here. Thank you, guys. All right, folks, we're going to go live loop here for round number 1. So, we're going live loop. Oh, a little help on the straight. Careful back straight, guys. Go inside, go inside. Whoa. All right, well, everybody's on the clock now. 17.5 Sportsman buggy on track. All right, Mike going 16.8. Theo with 17.4. Anthony 17.3. David at 22, Justin at 20. 35 seconds in the books, drivers. Mike Rulis out front, followed by Anthony, Theo, Justin, Dave. 45 seconds in. All right, Anthony going 16.2 to set fast lap.
4 minutes left.
All right, 105 down, 3:55 left. Right now it's Mike on an 18.12. Anthony 18.15. Theo at 17.04. Justin at 15.18. David at 14.20. Minute 25 in, 3:35 remains. And right now it's going to be Anthony and Mike battling for the top spot. This time by at the stripe, it's going to be Anthony up by 0.7 of a second. Got Mike 5 ahead of Theo. Theo 16 ahead of Justin. Justin 3 ahead of David. Got 3:15 to go, drivers. Yeah, this time by it's Mike up by 1/10.
3 minutes left.
So we got Mike and Anthony 18-14, Theo 17-11, Justin 15-12, David 14-06. 2:10 down, 2:50 to go, drivers. This is Sportsman 17-5 on track, race number 2. 2:20 down, 2:40 remains. $2.30 down. We got Mike going 16-7 that time by. That'll put him 1/10 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 9 seconds ahead of Theo. Theo 10 ahead of Justin. Justin 12 ahead of Dave. 2:45 down, 2:15 remains. All right, 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
All right, now it's Anthony out front, 18-11.2. Mike going 18-11.6. Theo 17-10. Justin 16-14. David 15-21. Minute 40 to go, drivers. We're going to be going 17-5 intermediate up next. This is 17-5 Sportsman on track. Minute 25 remains. All right, Anthony and Mike, 1.4 is the gap. Anthony 18:09, Mike 18:10, Theo 17:11, Justin 16:08, David 15:20. All right, drivers, we are now 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Anthony 1.7 ahead of Mike this time around. Careful in the middle, guys. Cinnamon roll. That is clear. 45 seconds to go. That last time by Anthony set a new fast lap, 16:1. He's having fun. 35 seconds remain. $25 seconds to go. Anthony now 6-second lead. Careful in the cinnamon roll, guys. 15 seconds left. Keep on going, drivers. Keep going. Keep going, drivers. Keep on going. Keep going.
Quartet done. David Kopel done. Justin Levers done.
And that will be a race.
Mike
All
Rulis
cars
done.
are finished.
All drivers are finished.
Anthony taking the
Anthony
W there,
Zachablowski
18:05. Got Mike in 18:13. Theo 17:09. Justin 16:02. And David 14:05.
The race is completed.
Okay, up next is race number 3, intermediate. That'll be King, Arroyo, Kinlow, Carter, Austin, John, Martin, Greg, and Scott. Turn marshals will be the drivers who just raced.
Greg DeVoe. John Milio. Austin Church. Kin Lowe. Carter Garcia. Scott Jorgensen. King Arroyo. Martin Arroyo.
All right, everybody's checked in. Still looking for turn marshals. I got 2 of them out here. All right, looking for a few more turn marshals. All drivers from that last race. I'm going to need your help, guys. All right, looks like you got my group. Theo, let's see, actually. No, you're good right there. Dave, can I get you over on this side? David, can I get you over here? All right, we got our marshals, drivers. Best of luck. We're going live loop.
Careful wall ride.
Careful at the wall ride, guys. Okay, lap 1 in the books for almost everybody. There we go. Be Carter Garcia, fastest opening lap, 16.4. Church lap 2 was 16.4. Greg going 16.8. Yeah, John dropping a 16.2. Yeah, 50 seconds down. Austin Church going 15.9 that time by. Leave Church running the black and green car
4
tonight.
minutes left.
We're 1 minute down right now. It's Austin out front, followed by Greg, Ken, Martin, Scott, John, Carter, and King. Got a minute 15 down, 3:45 to go. All right, we're minute 25 down, 3:35 remaining. All right, Greg Tebow to the top spot. Careful with the cinnamon roll. That is getting cleared up. Thank you, Anthony. Minute 45 down, 3:15 to go. All right, GT, Greg Tebow out front, followed by Ken, Austin, John. Well, things changing up as I speak. 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Right now it's Greg, followed by John, Ken, Carter, Martin, Austin, Scott, and King. 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. Right now, Greg, 18:02. Looks like John might be out. Ken stuck on the teeter-totter. So right now, Greg, 18:03. Got Ken at 18:15. Carter, 17:01. Austin going 17:03. Martin, 17:09. Scott, 17:18. Got 2:45 down, drivers, 2:15 remaining. All right, Austin Church going another 15.9 that time by. So right now, we got Greg about 5.8 ahead of Carter, 3 minutes down. Yeah, Greg 5.8 ahead of Carter. Carter 0.3 ahead of Austin. Austin 8 seconds ahead of Ken Lowe. Ken 1.7 ahead of Scott. Scott 4 seconds ahead of Martin. A minute 45 remains, drivers. Minute 35 to go. Careful at the wall ride. All right. We got Greg still out front. 3.9 ahead of Carter. Carter 0.3 ahead of Austin still. So Greg right now 18:05 for pace. Carter 18:11. Austin 18:12. Ken Lowe 17:09. Scott going 17:10. Martin 16:06. And King had a bit of an unscheduled pit stop. And got Church going another 15.9 last time around.
1 minute left.
We got 1 minute to go, drivers. Right now it's Greg 2.5 ahead of Austin. Austin 0.05 ahead of Carter. Carter 12 ahead of Ken Lowe. Ken 1.2 ahead of Scott. Scott 9 ahead of Martin. 40 seconds remain, drivers. This time around, GT 1.7 ahead of Austin. Austin 0.8 ahead of Carter. That's our closest battles on the track. A little trouble for Church that time around. We'll see how that affects the pace here as they cross the line. Oh, careful back corner, guys. Getting onto the back straight. Keep it tight. That's clearing up. 15 seconds left. And Carter back to the 2 spot. Time has expired. Keep going, drivers. Don't stop yet. Keep going.
King Arroyo done. Austin Church done. Martin Arroyo done. Greg DeVoe done. Carter Garcia done. Kinlow
One
done.
more car.
All drivers are finished.
All right, it's going to be GT.
Scott
Greg
Jorgensen
Tebow
done.
taking that one. 18:08. Austin back to the 2. 18:10. Got Carter finishing out 17:03. Kin 17:11. Scott 17:14. Martin 16:04. King getting 14 after that unscheduled pit stop. All right, folks, we are
The
going
race
into
is
race
completed.
number 4. That's our first heat of expert. Right now it's Jeff, Steve, Jacob, Lucas, David, Omar, Luis, and Andrew.
Grasshopper. Too Soon Jr. Lucas Sichiglowski. Lou S. A. Cazares. Steve Lund. Omar Man and Salsa. Andrew Montez. Jacob Jorgensen.
All right, everybody's checked in. Careful, turn 1. First turn, guys. Careful, first turn, guys. Careful in the first turn. Do not jump. All right, looks like that is cleared up. All right, everybody's checked in. Got my marshals out here. We gonna give you a few more moments. Hey, if you guys are gonna marshal the same spot, you gotta hold hands. You gotta hold hands. I don't think you got it. All right, folks, we are going racing. Loop is live. All right, Omar starts off 15-7, Jeff a 15-9, Steve a 17, Jacob and Lucas in the 16s, David in the 16s. So fastest opening lap going to be Omar Manansala. Careful back straight, right in the middle, guys. Careful on the back straight, right in the middle. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Right now it's Omar out front, followed by Lucas, Andrew, David, Jacob, Steve, Jeff, and Luis. 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Manan Salsa out front. Right now Omar's pace 19:04, Lucas 19:07, Andrew 19:09, Jacob 18:06, Steve 18:06, David 18:17, Luis 18:16, and Jeff 17 flat. Careful in the cinnamon roll, guys. 2 down, 2 down. That is clear. Minute 30 down, 3:30 left. Fast lap being reset by Jeff Miranda, 15.5. Yeah, 15.5 from Lucas, 15.7 from Omar, 15.9 from Andrew, 15.8 for Steve. 150 down, 3:10 to go. Careful at the wall ride, guys. Wall ride, be careful. All right, that is clear. We are now 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
It is Lucas out front on a 19:02. Andrew 19:07. Steve 19:15. Andrew 18:02. Jeff 18:02. Jacob 18:16. David 17 flat. Luis 17:07. Got 2:25 in. 2:35 to go. Oh, Lucas out front, 1.4 ahead of Omar. Omar 2.5 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.6 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.1 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 5.4 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 5.2 ahead of Dave. Dave 5.3 ahead of Luis. Careful at the wall ride, guys. Exiting the wall ride. Be careful. That is clear. All right, drivers. We are now 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Lucas 19:05, Omar 19:11, Jeff 19:12, Andrew 19:14, Jacob 18:08, Dave 17:03, Luis 17:12. Minute 45 left, drivers. Steve Leon going 15.5, Jacob going 15.4. Minute 30 to go, drivers. Lucas, Omar, Steve, Jeff, Andrew, Jacob, David, and Luis, your full running order here. Minute 15 remains, drivers, 75 seconds to go. Got Lucas 3.6 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.2 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.5 ahead of Jeff. Yeah, Jeff 2.9 ahead of Andrew. Andrew now 1 second ahead of Steve. Steve 8 seconds ahead of Jacob. Jacob 7 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.9 ahead of Luis. Careful, cinnamon roll double. That is getting cleared up. 45 seconds left, drivers. Closest battle out there, Jeff and Omar for the 2 spot. 35 seconds remain. 30 seconds to go. Careful at the wall ride, guys. Go high. 20 seconds remain. Keep on going, drivers. Closest battle still Jeff Omar. 0.9 of a second apart. Five seconds left, drivers.
Lucas Zachiglowski done.
Oh, careful at the wall ride, guys.
Grasshopper done. Steve Lung done. Lou S. A. Cazares done. Too Soon Jr. done. Jacob Jorgensen done.
And that will be a
Omar
race,
Mann
guys.
and
Lucas
Salsa
taking
done.
that one,
All drivers are
19:02.
finished.
Yeah,
Andrew
Steve
Montez
19:13,
done.
Jeff 19:14, Andrew 19:15, Omar 19:18, Luis 18:11, Jacob 18:12, David 17:05.
The race is
All right,
completed.
folks, making our way into race number 5 now, our second heat of expert. TQ currently set at 19:02.
Barry Soffit. Martin White. Kevin Allen. Rice Cake Supreme. Bruh. Jordan Rivera. Goompa.
Tony, you gonna make it? There you are. Okay. All right, got my marshals making their way to spots. Hey, Jacob. Get your, Steve took it, okay. All right, folks, we are gonna go
LT
live
Graham.
loop. All right, Kayla's going 15-0, Bryant 14-5, Barry 15-5, Martin 15-7, Kevin 15-9, Brian 15-1, Tony 16-2, Jordan 16-5. Got 35 seconds in, drivers. Oh, we got one out of the park. And Bixler with a quick recovery there. All right, we're 50 seconds in. Right now it's Bryant, followed by Kalis, Martin, Barry, Kevin, Jordan, Tony, Brian. 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
All right, Brian, Kalis, Barry, Martin, Kevin, Jordan, Brian, Tony. Right now, Bryant on a 21.06 for pace. Careful in the chicane. That is clear. So we got Bryant 21.06, Kalis 20.01, Barry 20.09, Martin 20.12, Brian 19.01, Kevin 19.02, Jordan 19.05, Martin falls back to a 19.10, and Tony 18.06. All right, $150 down, 3:10 to go. Yeah, Bryant, 2.5 seconds ahead of
3 minutes
Kalis. 2 minutes down, 3 to go. Yeah, Kalis 3 ahead of Barry. Barry 3.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 1 second ahead of Martin. Martin 1.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.7 ahead of Tony. We got 2:15 down, drivers, 2:45 left. And I suspect Tony's transponder might have went kaput. He had a 43-second lap. Oh, okay. Tony made a pit stop. Got it. 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. Bryant, 21.08. Careful, back straight, back straight. And that is clear. Bryant's still out front. Just 1 second ahead of Kalis now. Kalis 2.9 ahead of Barry. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Barry 4.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.3 ahead of Martin. Martin 3.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3.2 ahead of Jordan. Yeah, 1:50 to go, drivers. This is our second heat expert on track. Up next, 21.5 combined. Be racing together but scored separately. All right, 3:40 down, 1:20 remains, drivers. Bryant 21.12, Kalis 20.02. Barry 20.06, Brian 20.13, Martin 19 flat, Kevin 19.05, Jordan 19.09, Tony a 17. Fast laps, got 14.3 out of Kalis and Bryant. 14.9 from Barry, 14.9 from Brian, 15.0 for Marty, 15.4 for Kevin, 15.4 for Jordan, 15.5 for Tony. 50 seconds remain, drivers, 5-0. Bryant 2.9 ahead of Kalis. Kalis 4.3 ahead of Barry. Barry 5.7 ahead of Brian. Careful in the cinnamon roll, drivers. Brian 2.4 ahead of Marty. Marty 2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3.7 ahead of Jordan. Got 25 seconds to go, drivers. 21.5 is up next. Ten seconds remain. Wow, Kalis set new fast lap, 14.2.
LT Gray done. Kevin Allen done. Barry Soppet done. Goomba done. Bruh done. Martin White done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race, guys.
Jordan Rivera
Brian
done.
going 21.11, Kalis 21.14, Barry 20.06, Brian 20.12, Martin 20.14, Kevin 19.02, Jordan 19.13, Tony a 17. All right, folks,
race is
making our
complete.
way in the race number 6. That is 21.5. All right, so this one's going to be Anthony, Scott, Theo, Ken, Jacob, Art, and Lucas. But Tony, how are you going to punt yourself?
AJ Cardinale. Anthony Zachiglowski. Ten Cartet. Kinlo. Lucas Zachiglowski.
All right, if I can get my drivers from the last group, come on out and turn marshal, please.
Jacob Jorgensen.
All right, looking for all my drivers from the previous group. I'll be Brian, Kalis, Barry, Martin, Brian, Kevin, Jordan, Tony. All right, got my marshals out here. Thank you, guys. Scott Jorgensen. Yeah, there you are. Could you drive across the line just once for me, just to make sure? I got no check on you, Scott. Brian, could you check that buggy out, see the transponder status? Yeah. Is it plugged in backwards, perhaps? Okay. It should work. Oh boy. Yeah, that transponder does not work. I don't think so. Hurry up. Did you guys try unplugging it, replugging it? I don't know if that'll help. There we go.
Scott Jorgensen.
All right, folks, round one will be live loop here. Getting Tony checked in.
El Tigre.
All right, folks, we're going to go live loop here. All right, Lucas starts us off at 16-2. Anthony 17-1. Art 16-9. Got Scott 17-8. Theo 20. Ken going 17-6. Art, rough opening lap. Tony going 17-0. Oh, fastest opening lap going to Lucas. 16-2. All right, 45 seconds in, drivers. This is 21-5 buggy combined category tonight. All right, drivers, we are now 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
So leading our expert group right now, Jacob and Lucas, 0.05 apart. They're just 0.9 ahead of Tony. Tony 1.9 ahead of Art. Art 0.7 ahead of Ken. Meanwhile, over in Sportsman, we got Anthony leading the way. 3 seconds ahead of Scott. Scott 1.5 ahead of Theo. 120 down, 340 left, drivers. Minute 30 in, 3:30 left. All right, now looking at the paces, got Lucas 19:10, Jacob 19:14, Tony 18:01, Art 18:07, Ken 18:17. Sportsman group, we got Anthony on 18:07, Scott 18:17, Theo 17:18. Fast lap in our expert group right now. Lucas at 15:9.
3 minutes left.
Fast lap in Sportsman going to be Anthony at a 16:5. Got 2:50 to go, drivers. All right, we got 2:40 to go right now. Jacob in front. 19:16.1 is the pace. Got Lucas at 19:16.4. Tony an 18 flat. Got Art 18 flat. Ken a 17:03. Our Sportsman group got Anthony 18:03, Theo 17:14, and Scott 17:17. 2:15 remains, drivers. Got Jacob and Tony both going 16:1 last time by. Yeah, just over 2 minutes left, drivers. We are now 3 minutes in. Careful, first turn, first turn. Yeah, minute 50 to go, drivers. Yeah, Jacob 19:14, Lucas 19:14 as well. Tony 19:15, Art's 19:16. Ken 17:14. Now we got Anthony 18:01, Scott 16:01, Theo 16:08. A minute 25 remaining, drivers. All right, Lucas, Jacob, Tony, Art, and Ken, your expert order. Right now, Lucas just 0.2 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 0.3 ahead of Tony. Tony 0.01 ahead of Art. Got a minute 5 remaining, drivers. We are now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Lucas that time around to 15:9. Race leader down the back straight. 15:9 once again. Got 45 seconds to go. seconds remain. Careful in the chicane, guys. Careful in the chicane. That is clear. 15 seconds to go, racers. And it's going to be Jacob Jorgensen now to the top of Expert. 5 seconds to go. Drivers, keep on going. Do not stop early. Closest battle here going to be Art and Lucas to the finish.
Anthony Zachiglowski done. 10 Quartet done. LT Gray done. Lucas Zachiglowski done. AJ Cardinali done. Kinlo
Two
done.
more.
Jacob Jorgensen done.
And that
All
will
drivers
be
are
a
finished.
race.
Scott
So
Jorgensen
Expert,
done.
we got Jacob going 19-13, Lucas 19-15, Art 19-15, Tony 18 flat, Kin 17-10. Our sportsman group got Anthony 18-05, Theo 16-06, and Scott 16-17. All right, folks, making our way into race
The
number
race is completed.
7. That will be Stadium Truck. This one's going to be John, Brian, Jordan, Brian, Steve, David, Julian, Nelson, and Jeff. Turn marshals will be my
Juicy
drivers from that
Junior.
last group.
Julian Taylor. David Newell. Steve Loom. Rice Cakes Supreme. John Milio. Nelson B.
All right, looking for my
Jordan
21-5 group. I need all you guys out here to marshal. Pick a spot.
Good.
Right over here. Yeah, the orange dot. 21-5. I'm looking for all you guys. Jacob, Anthony, Lucas, Theo, Art, Scott, Tony, Ken. Wow. Strong turnout for Stadium Truck tonight. All right, folks, we're going live loop. I think you're okay. All right, everybody's being scored. First lap in the books, Brian going 15-5, Julian a 16-6, Jeff a 16-4, Brian a 15-4, Nelson 16-3. So your fastest opening lap going to BG. All right, lap 2, Brian going 15-1. 50 seconds down. All right, drivers, we are now 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
Right now it's Brian followed by Bryant, Jeff, Nelson, Julian, John, Steve, Jordan, and Dave. Right now Bryant and Brian just 0.2 of a second apart. Got Jeff 0.2 behind Brian. Nelson 1.3 behind Jeff. Julian just 0.2 behind Nelson. Back straight, careful on the back straight, guys. Go inside. Oh, careful at the wall ride, go wide. Careful at the wall ride, go wide. Minute 35 in. Bryant out front, 20:09. Brian 19:01. Nelson 19:11. Julian 19:12. Jeff 1913, Jordan 1806, John 1809, Steve 1602, Dave 1603. All right, folks, we are now 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
Brian 2.3 ahead of Brian. Brian 3 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.3 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 3.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.2 ahead of John. John 9 ahead of Dave. Dave 6 ahead of Steve. 2:40 remains, drivers. All right, 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Bryant, Brian, Julian, Nelson, Jeff, Jordan, John, David, Steve, your full order. Got 2:15 remaining. BG going 15-4 that time by. We are now 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Well, Bryant 1901, Brian 1904, Julian 1910, Jeff 1911, Nelson 1913, Jordan 18 flat, John 1812, David 1707, Steve 1715. 1:40 remains, drivers. 100 seconds. Closest battle right now, we got Brian 1/10 ahead of Julian, Julian 0.6 ahead of Jeff, and Jeff 0.3 ahead of Nelson. That is 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1:25 to go, drivers. Minute 15 to go, 75 seconds remain. BG going 15-3, new PR for this run. All right, folks, we're now 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Got Brian 2014, Brian 1908, Jeff 1911, Julian 1913, Nelson 1914, Jordan 1915, John 1812, Steve 1705. Got 45 seconds left, drivers. Got our first heat of 40 plus coming up next. $25 seconds to go. BG going 15-2 last time by. Well, this is battle here. Gonna be Jeff and Julian 6/10 apart. Julian 8/10 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3/10 ahead of Jordan. 5 seconds left. Keep on going. Don't stop early. Keep going. That battle 3 through 6 going to be decided here on the final lap.
Julian Taylor done. Goomba done. Too Soon Jr. done. Steve Lung done. Jordan Rivera done.
And that'll be a race, guys.
All drivers are finished.
It's going to be Brian going 2013. Brian 1904. Jeff
done.
1911.2. Julian 1911.9. Jordan a 1912.4. Nelson 1912.6. John in 1810, and Steve 1704.
The race is completed.
All right, we are now making our way into 40 plus. First heat of 40 plus will be Dave, Art, Martin, Omar, and Tony. Way it's structured tonight, we don't have a slow or a fast heat in 40 plus.
Grasshopper.
We got 2 fast heats.
Martin White. AJ Cardinale. Omar Man and Salsa. El Tigre.
All right, let's get all of our truck guys out here. There we go. All right, folks, going live loop. All right, Martin starting us off at 15-1, Omar 15-4, Art at 16. Yeah, Dave a 15-7, and Tony a 15-7. We're now 35 seconds in. Right now it's Marty, Dave, Tony, Omar, and Art. Trouble for Marty here on lap number 3. Yeah, 45 seconds in. Tony going 15-3 that time around. That'll put him to the front. We are now 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Tony having a little trouble there. That's going to put David Bixler to the top. A minute 15 in, 3:45 left. And Martin White now back to the front. All right, Martin this time by pace of 19 flat. Got Omar 19:04, Dave 19:05, Art 19:12. Tony, a little bit of a long lap there is going to diminish the pace. We'll come back to Tony's pace in a moment. Minute 40 down, 3:20 left. Martin currently 2.5 ahead of Dave. Dave 1 second ahead of Omar. Omar half a second ahead of Art. And Art presently 8 seconds ahead of Tony. 2 minutes
3
in.
minutes left.
Closest battle going to be 2, 3, and 4. Dave, Omar, Art, all within 1.5. Got 2:15 down, 2:45 left. Martin White out front, 20:14 for pace. Dave at 19:07, Omar 19:08, Art 19:10, and Tony almost on 18. Got 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. .220 remains, drivers. Martin going 15:0 that time by. All right, folks, 2:05 remains. We are now 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Martin 20:11. Art 19:09, Omar 19:10, Dave 19:11, Tony 18:10. Got a minute 50 to go, drivers. Martin another 15:0 that time by. Knocking on the door of 14s. Got another heat of 40 plus up next. There it is, Martin White 14:9. 20:09 now the pace. Art 19:10, Omar 19:10. Dave 19:11, Tony 18:08. Got a minute 20 remaining, drivers. Minute 15 to go, 75 seconds remain. Closest battle still 2 through 4. We are now 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
So Martin 11 up on Omar. Omar 0.06 ahead of Art, and Art 0.8 ahead of Dave. 2, 3, and 4. Our closest battle here. 45 seconds remain. This time by Omar 0.3 ahead of Art. Art 0.7 ahead of Dave. That race is going to come down to the finish here. 35 seconds left. 25 seconds remain. 15 seconds to go. All right, closest battle here, Omar and Art, 6/10 apart. Time is running out. Keep on going, drivers. Do not stop early.
AJ Cardinale done. Martin White done. Omar Man and Salsa done.
2 more.
LT Gray done.
Uno Mas. And
All
that
drivers
will
are
be
finished.
a race. It's going to be
Grasshopper
Martin going 20:09, Omar 19:09, Art 19:10, Dave 19:12, Tony 18:02.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, going to get another heat of 40 plus on track. This one will be Julian, Kevin, Steve, Brian, Nelson, Barry.
Kevin Allen. Steve Loom. Rice Cake Supreme. Barry Soppin. Nelson B. Julian Taylor.
All right, if I can get all the drivers from that previous group, please. Oh, careful backs. All clear. Okay, folks, got everybody here. We're going to go live loop here in just a moment. Careful, cinnamon roll double, guys. That is clearing out. All right, so our fastest opening lap goes to Barry at a 15.0, Brian at 15.4, Nelson 15.9, 30 seconds in. Barry, a little stumble here on lap 3. $50 seconds down right now, BG out front. Followed by Kevin Nelson, Steve Barry, Julian. Still early here. 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
So early pace. Got Brian at 2014, Barry at 19 flat, Kevin 19 flat, Nelson 1903, Steve 1915, Julian 18 flat. Got a minute 15 down. Drivers 3:45 left. Careful in the middle, guys. Careful in the middle. All right, we're $1:35 in, 3:25 to go. All right, BG going 14.9, not time by. Got a $1:50 down. So BG out front, 20.08's the pace. We're 2 minutes down, drivers.
3 minutes left.
BG 2008, Barry 2012, Kevin 2015, Julian 1902. Sorry, Nelson 1902, Julian 1915, and Steve 17 flat. 2:20 down, 2:40 remains. Right now, Brian 2 seconds ahead of Barry. Barry 1.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.4 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4 ahead of Julian. Julian 9 ahead of Steve. Got 2:30 down and 2:30 to go. All right, 2:45 down, 2:15 remains. Brian, Barry, Kevin, Nelson, Julian, Steve. Three minutes
2
down.
minutes left.
2 minutes to go. BG still out front, 2007. Barry at 2011. Kevin 2012. Nelson 1904. Julian 1910. And Steve 1810. 1:45 remaining. Closest battle right now going to be Barry and Kevin, 1 second apart. Barry Soppet holding down fast lap of 14.8. Got Brian 14.9, Kevin 15.2, Nelson 15.5, Julian 15.2, Steve 15.7. Minute 20 to go, 80 seconds left. Go. Minute 15 remains.
One minute left.
You heard the man, a minute remains. Right now it's BG, Barry, Kevin, Nelson, Julian, and Steve, your full running order. 50 seconds remain. So BG 2007, Barry 2010, Kevin 2012, Nelson 1905, Julian 1910, Steve 1809. Got 35 seconds left. BG going 14.9, not time by. $15 seconds to go. Five seconds left, guys. Keep going, keep going. Don't stop early.
Rice Cake Supreme done. Barry Soppet done. Nelson B done. Julian Taylor done. Steve Loeb
And
done.
that will be a
All
race.
drivers are finished.
BG takes
Kevin
TQ
Allen
of round
done.
140 plus, 2006. Barry at 2010, Kevin 2012, Nelson 1905, Julian 1912, Steve 1806. All right, folks, we're going into
Race is
round number
completed.
2. Our first race up will be the rookie class. So, if we got our rookie drivers to the track, turn marshals for rookie round 2. We're going to get some volunteers out here. Our 40 plus class will marshal race number 2. All right, our first race up, Jorge and TJ. If I can get some volunteers out here to help out marshaling on this one. We need a little help on this one. 40 plus will marshal race 2. This one, I'm going to need a team of volunteers.
TJ Cordero. Jorge Duenas.
All right, folks, I'm going to need a little help for this one. Got Mike out here helping us out. Going to need a few more to help out. These guys are our future sportsman drivers taken to the track. Show these guys some goodwill here. Thank you, Dave. All right, can I get a few more marshals out here? I need a little bit of help, please. Need a little bit of help. If I get maybe 2 more, I think we'll be okay. 2 more. Thank you, Theo. Well, I guess that's all we got. Yeah, you guys are good. All right, folks, let's get you 2 situated on the back straightaway. All right, folks, so on the tone, it's going to be Jorge and TJ. TJ, wait for the red car and you're good to go. All right, good to go. All right, 30 seconds in. Yeah, Jorge out front, followed by TJ. These guys just starting on their RC adventure. All right, you're good to go now. So we got 55 seconds down, about to be 1 minute in.
3 minutes left.
Right now, Jorge out front. TJ just about 1 second back. All right, Jorge going 21-0 that time by TJ 20.6. These guys just half a second apart on the leaderboard. We're a minute 25 down, 2:35 to go. And that time by TJ setting new fast lap, 19.3. All right, $1:45 down, 2:15 to go. TJ and Jorge both on 11 lap paces. They make their way down the back straight. And a little help there. Thank you, Brian. Got a minute 45 remaining here. These guys cross the line here. And it is going to be TJ 11:03, Jorge 11:09 for paces. Got Jorge going 20.5 that time around. Minute 30 to go, drivers, 90 seconds remain. And there they are, down the back straight, neck and neck. 20.5 for Jorge that time by. Putting in some solid laps here, making his way by for track position. Yeah, minute 10 to go, 70 seconds remaining. And that time by Jorge at 19.9. So right now TJ just 1.2 ahead. A little trouble there. 50 seconds remaining. Next up is going to be 17.5 Sportsman. All right, TJ out front, 12:20 for pace. Got Jorge 11:07. $25 seconds remain, drivers. All right, Jorge with a good lap there, 19.6. 10 seconds left, drivers. Keep on going. Don't stop early. Keep on going. If you're ever in doubt, just do another lap.
Jorge Duenas done.
All right, one more car making his way down the back straightaway. And that
All
will
drivers
be
are finished.
a race.
TJ
TJ going
Cordero
12:16. Jorge going 11:08. It's going to be Jorge starting the main event first via his round number 1 run. All right, folks. Moving our way
The
into
race is
race
completed.
number 2. Race number 2 will be 17.5 Sportsman Buggy. And for this race, I will need race number 9 to come on out and marshal.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Justin Levers. David Kopel. Mike Rulis.
Thank you, sir.
10 Quartet.
All right, folks, let's line them up. Everybody, please drive your car to the back straightaway. Our starting order this round will be Anthony 1, Mike 2, Theo 3, Justin 4, David 5. You guys will be going when your name is called. Anthony, Mike, Theo, Justin, and Dave. All right, that's a start to our sportsman category. We're 15 seconds in. Got Anthony going 16-4 on the opening pass. Now Micah 17-4, Theo 17-6. Justin 16-7. We're 35 seconds in, drivers. Anthony is 16-3 here on lap 2. All right, 45 seconds down, 4:15 remaining. Right now it's Anthony, Justin, Mike, Theo, Dave. Your full running order. All right, 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
Anthony 19-10, Justin 18:08, Theo 18:14, Mike 18:15, and Dave a 15:19. Anthony once again resets fast lap, 16-2. He's out there driving that watermelon, pink and green. All right, Anthony, 16-1 that time by. Got Justin going 16-7. Now, a minute 40 down, 3:20 remaining, drivers. Careful in the cinnamon roll. Oh. Got 3:10 remaining, drivers. All right, Anthony leading the way, 19:09.
3 minutes left.
Got Mike 17:01, Justin 17:02, Theo 17:03, David 14:08. All right, 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. Anthony, Mike, Theo, Justin, and Dave, your full running order. All right, 240 down, 2:20 to go. All right, Anthony on at 19:12, Mike 17:01, Justin 17:03, Theo 17:04. We're 3 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
And race leader encountering some trouble there. Let's see, he crosses the line. It doesn't impact his pace very much. So Anthony's still on a 19-lap run. Minute 45 remains, drivers. Minute 35 to go. Anthony 19:16 for pace. Got Mike at 18:17. Justin 17 flat. Theo 17:04. Dave on a 14. Got a minute 25 remaining, drivers. Minute 10 to go. All right, 4 minutes down, 1 minute remains. Anthony 18:02, we got Mike 18:15, Justin 17:01, Theo 17:07, David 14:07. Anthony 11 seconds up on the field, Mike 2.8 ahead of Justin. Justin 6 seconds ahead of Theo. 40 seconds remain, drivers. Thirty seconds to go. Careful at the wall ride, guys. $15 seconds left. Closest battle here, Mike versus Justin, 1.4 apart. All right, folks, time's about to expire, but please keep on going. Keep going. Do not stop yet.
Anthony Zachiglowski done. Justin Levers done. David Kopel done. 10 Quartet done.
All right, and that
All
will be a
drivers are
race,
finished.
drivers. Anthony takes
Mike
that
Lewis
one.
done.
Gonna reset TQ with Sportsman 17.5 at an 18 flat. Got Mike going 18:16, Justin 17:03, Theo 17:11, David
The
at
race is
14:04. All right, folks, I'm going to need you to set your buggies down. Come on out and turn marshal. Up next is 17.5 Intermediate.
Greg Thibault. King Arroyo. Carter Garcia. John Milio. Kin Lo. Martin Arroyo. Austin Church.
All right, this one's going to be Greg, Austin, Carter, Kin, Scott, Martin, King, and John. Turn marshals will be all my drivers from the last group. Nice. Hey, give Carter a moment, see if he can make this one. Not sure what's going on with that ride yet. Looks like it's more than a body, perhaps. All right, turn marshals, let's see. right, Theo's got a food delivery, so he'll be out here in just a sec. You're out? All right. Well, Carter did pretty well in round one, so hopefully that'll hold for him. All right, starting order is going to be Greg 1, Austin 2, Kin 3, Scott 4, Martin 5, King 6, John 7. Oh, I see Scott leaving the driver's stand. All right, Scott's making his way back up. That's a good sign. All right, folks. Starting order, Greg 1, Austin 2, Kin 3, Scott 4, Martin 5, King 6, John 7. We'll be going one by one as your name is called. Greg, Austin, Kin, Scott, Martin, King, and John. Got 35 seconds down. King with the fastest opening lap, going 17 flat. Scott, it looks like that transponder's kind of intermittent as well. All right, now it's going to be Austin Church out front. 15-8 that time by.
4 minutes left.
All right, now it's Austin, King, Martin, Greg, John, Kin, and Scott. Minute 15 down, 3:45 remains. Right now, Austin on a 19:14 for pace. Yeah, King 18:03, Martin 17:01, Greg 17:05, John 17:09, Kin 16:07. Now, minute 30 down, 3:30 to go. All right, a $1:45 down, 3:15 remains. Austin, King, Greg, John, Martin, Kin, and Scott. Austin about 3.5 seconds ahead of King. King 3.8 ahead of Greg. Greg 0.5 ahead of Martin. John now up to the 3 spot. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. We got 2:10 down, 2:50 to go. All right. Get everyone across the line here. Right now it is Austin, King, John, Greg, Martin, Kin. Your full order at this time. No Church now 5 ahead of King. King 2.5 ahead of John. John 0.8 ahead of Greg. Greg 1.7 ahead of Martin. Martin 4 seconds ahead of Kin Low. Yeah, 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. No Church's pace now, 19:09. King Arroyo, 18:03. John, 18:06. Greg, 18:13. Martin, 17 flat. Kin Low, 17:05.
2 minutes left.
3 down, 2 to go, drivers. Looks like Austin changing bodies here for round number 2. Austin now driving the solid white car. Careful back straight, guys. Go inside. Oh, man. Oh, okay, it's going. Yeah, minute 25 to go, drivers. Careful back straight, guys. Go inside. That is clear. That's going to be John Melio now to the top spot. 18:04 is the pace. Got Austin 18:04 as well. King 18:05. Greg 18:10. Martin 18:17. Kin 17:01.
1 minute left.
You heard the man. 1 minute remains. Right now, John ahead of Austin by 0.3. Austin up on King by 0.1. Careful in turn one, guys. Turn one, turn one. "30 seconds remain, drivers." OTQ of round one, 18:08. Right now, Austin Church on 18:03. King also 18:03. Greg 18:09. John 18:10. Ken 18:16. Martin 17 flat. 10 seconds to go, drivers. All right, keep on going, drivers. Keep going.
Austin Church done. Greg DeBow done. Martin Arroyo done. King Arroyo done. Kin Lowe done. John Melio done.
All right, one more car. And that'll be a race,
All
guys.
drivers are finished.
It's going
Scott
to be
Jorgensen
Austin
done.
Church going 18:01. King going 18:03. John 18:07. Greg
race is
18:09. Ken 18:16. Martin 17:03. Scott getting 8 laps in the books. All right, up next, race number 4.
Grasshopper. Lucas Sichiglowski. Too Soon Jr. Lou S.A. Cazares. Steve Lung. Omar Man and Salsa. Andrew Montez. Jacob Jorgensen.
All right, got everybody checked in, but I am looking for my turn marshals. I'm going to need everybody from that last race to come on out. Careful back straight, go inside. Hey, Dave, if you can get that fixed before the start of the next race, you can hop in the next one. Hey, Ken, do I have somebody in this corner? Cool, all right. Okay, starting the lineup here, we're going to go Lucas 1, Steve 2, Jeff 3, Andrew 4, Omar 5, Louis 6, Jacob 7. All right, folks, going Lucas on the tone. Steve, Jeff, Andrew, Omar, Luis, and Jacob. All right, right, Lucas starts us off 15-5, Jeff 15-8, Omar 15-9, Luis 15-8, Andrew 16-2, Jacob 16-6. 30 seconds in, drivers. All right, 45 seconds in. We'll let everybody cross one more time here. Careful at the wall ride, guys.
4 minutes left.
All right, we're 1 minute in, 4 to go. Right now it's Lucas out front, 19 flat. Got Andrew 1904, Omar 1905, Jeff 1905, Jacob 1907, Steve 1805, Luis 1816. Got a buck 15 down, 3:45 remaining. All right, a minute 25 in. Lucas 1 second ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.5 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.095 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.01 back of Jacob now. It's pretty close here from, well, 1 through 5 actually. Top 5 still very close here. Got a minute 50 down. Lucas out front by 1 second. 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
So Lucas 2014, Jeff 1901, Omar 1904, Andrew 1905, Jacob 1905, Steve 1913, Luis 1915. 2:45 remains. So 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Lucas remains your leader, 2 seconds ahead of Omar. Omar 0.4 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.4 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 3 ahead of Luis, and Luis 5 ahead of Steve. Got 2:15 remaining. Jeff going 15-3 that last time by. New fast lap. Careful on the back straight. Careful, help
2
him in
minutes
front of the
left.
driver's stand. Right now, we got 3:15 down, a minute 45 to go. Lucas out front, 1901. Got Andrew 1902, Jeff 1903, Jacob 1903, Luis 1911, Omar 1914, Steve 1807. Minute 30 remains here, 90 seconds to go. All right, leader approaching a little traffic here. That purple lilac car down the back straight is your number 1. Got just over a minute to go, drivers. We're now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
All right, Lucas, Jeff, Andrew, followed by Jacob, Luis, Omar, Steve. Lucas 1901, Jeff 1902, Andrew 1903, Jacob 1903, Luis 1912, Omar 1914, and Steve 1809. "30 seconds to go. That time by Lucas. New fast lap, 15-2. 25 seconds remain, drivers. "15 seconds left. Closest battle here, Jeff 0.7 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.7 ahead of Jacob. Time has expired.
Lucas Sichigloski done. Too Soon Jr. done. Andrew Montez done. Steve Lung done. Jacob Jorgensen done. Lou S. A. Cazares done. All drivers are finished.
All right,
Omar
Luke is
Mann
taking that
Salsa
one
done.
at a 19 flat. Got Jeff 1901, Andrew 1902, Jacob
The race is
1903,
completed.
Luis 1908, Omar 1914, and Steve 1805. Race number 5, you guys are up.
Martin White. Bruh. Kevin Allen. Jordan Rivera. Rice Cake Supreme. Goompa.
All right, waiting to see if we're going to get a few more drivers here. Looking for Barry, Tony, and maybe Dave. Okay. You ever you ever have to do that before? All right, guys, taking a moment here. See if we can get Dave on the driver's stand. See if we can get Barry on track. See if I can get my voice back. I think everybody needs a moment here.
El Tigre. Barry Soffit.
All right, looks like Dave's almost there. All good, all good. Still trying to get my voice all the way back here. All right, probably another few seconds here, guys. He's almost done. Hey, Art, can you run him across the line real quick? Cool. Yeah.
Grasshopper.
All right, folks. So, our starting lineup, it's going to be kind of quick. Going to be Bryant, Kalis, Barry, Brian, Martin, Kevin, Jordan, Tony, and Dave. Please be ready to go when your name is called. We're getting this party started. Bryant on the tone. Kalis, Barry, Brian, Martin, Kevin, Jordan, Tony, and Dave. Keep it nice and smooth, guys. Nice and smooth. All right, Kalis out front. They're early going. Careful, back straight, go wide. That is clear. All right, Kalis out front, followed by Bryant, Barry, Martin, Tony, Kevin, Jordan, Brian, Dave. Inside, inside.
4 minutes left.
Yeah, if he missed a lap, I'll take care of him. Minute 15 down, 3:45 left. Oh, careful back straight. That's clear. All right, Kalis out front, 21:04 is his pace. Got Brian 21:08, Barry 20:04, Martin 20:11, Kevin 20:13, Tony 19:01, Jordan 19:09, Brian 17:07, David 16. Got a minute 40 down, 3:20 remaining. Right now, Kalis low, 0.7 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 4 ahead of Barry. Barry 2 ahead of Martin. Martin half a second up on Kevin. Kevin 7/10 ahead of Tony. Tony 2.5 ahead of Jordan.
3 minutes left.
2 down, 3 to go, drivers. Our second heat expert on track. Next race up will be 21.5. Yeah, 2:15 down, 2:45 remaining. Help up front. All right, 2:20 down, 2:40 to go. Fast lap here, Bryant Mirafuente going 14.1. Yeah, Kalis low 14.2, Barry at 14.9. Everybody else at the moment low 15s. Kevin going 14.9. Got 2:15 remaining. Kalis just half a second ahead of Bryant. Kalis 21:04, Bryant 21:05, Barry 20:04, Martin 20:12, Tony 20:12, 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Actually, three-way tie there, 4, 5, and 6. Martin, Kevin, and Tony all at 20:12. Got Jordan 19:03, Brian 18:12, David 17:06. Got a minute 45 to go, drivers. Minute 35 remaining. Kalis, Bryant, Barry, Martin, Kevin, Tony, Jordan, Brian, and Dave. A minute 20 to go, drivers. Minute 10 remains. Kalis now 1.5 ahead of Brian. Brian 9 ahead of Barry. Barry 5 ahead of Martin. 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Martin 0.2 ahead of Kevin. Those guys 0.8 ahead of Tony. Tony 7 ahead of Jordan. Got 50 seconds left, drivers. 45 seconds to go. And this time by Bryant Mirafuente, 1.5 out of Kalis. 25 seconds to go, drivers. Yeah, early close battle, 4, 5, and 6. Martin, Tony, and Kevin, all within a second. And trouble for your race leader. That is likely going to put Kalis back out front. 5 seconds remain.
Barry Soffit done. Bruh
Careful getting onto the straight, guys. Go inside.
Goompa done. Martin White done. Kevin Allen done. Jordan Rivera done. LT Gray done.
And that will be
All
a race.
drivers are
Kalis going 21:08
Grasshopper done.
to set a new TQ. Got Brian 21:14, Barry 20:05, Martin 20:10, Tony 20:11.3, Kevin 20:11.5, Jordan 19:10, Dave 18:12.
The race is completed.
All right, moving our way into race number 6. That is 21:5 buggy.
AJ Cardinale, Anthony Zachiglowski, Lucas Zachiglowski, 10 car 10, Kinlo,
All right, I may need all my drivers from that last group. Come on out and marshal this one.
Jacob Jorgensen,
Tony, you gonna make this one? Okay. Okay. All right, folks, let's line them up on the straightaway. Starting order is going to be Jacob, Lucas, Art, Ken, Anthony, Theo, and Scott. All right, we're going to get this one going with Jacob on the tone. Lucas, Art, Ken, Anthony, Theo, and Scott. All right, Jacob going 16-2, Lucas 16-5, Ken 16-6, Art 17-0, Anthony 17-7, Theo an 18-2. And Scott with that problematic transponder. Okay, we got 40 seconds in. All right, folks, we're 55 seconds in. Now 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Wow, Anthony setting fast laps 16-0. Way to go. All right, $1:15 in, 3:45 left. Right now, Lucas 19:09, Jacob 19:12, Ken 18:03, Art 18:07. And over on the sportsman side, got Anthony 18 flat, Theo 17:10, Scott 16. All right, 1:30 down, 3:30 left. Jacob going 16-2 that time by. Art going to 16-4. 1:50 down. So Lucas, Jacob, Art, and Ken, your expert order. Anthony, Theo, Scott, your sportsman order. 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
All right, 2:45 remaining. Right now, Lucas just 7/10 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 3 ahead of Art. Art 3.7 ahead of Ken. And we got Anthony running away with the sportsman division here. Anthony, right? Oh, careful up front, guys, up front. 2:25 remains. Lucas 19:08, Jacob 19:09, Art 19:16, Ken 18:09. And we got Anthony 1807, Theo 1605, Scott 1608. All right, drivers got 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
So Lucas leading the way in the expert division by 0.3 of a second. Careful up front, guys. Cinnamon roll. That is clear. Minute 45 remaining. All right, $1:35 to go. So Lucas and Jacob now separated by just 0.3. That is the battle to watch right now. Got minute 15 to go, drivers. All right, drivers, 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
50 seconds remaining. Right now it's Jacob leading the expert division by 1.2. Got 35 seconds to go. So Jacob now 19:10, Lucas 19:14, Art 18:02, Ken 18:08. Sportsman, we got Anthony 17:07, Theo 17:16, Scott 16 flat. 20 seconds remain, drivers. All right, folks, keep going, keep going.
AJ Cardinale done. 10 Quartet done. Jacob Jorgensen done. Kinlo done. Lucas Zachiglowski done. Anthony Zachiglowski done.
One more car.
All drivers are finished.
All right, folks, that'll be a
Scott
race. It's going to
Jorgensen
be Jacob taking the expert division, 19:10. Got Lucas 19:14, Art 18:01, Ken 18:09. Sportsman, we got Anthony 17:12, Scott a 17:14, Theo 16 flat. Scott, that transponder did not work at all that time.
The race is completed.
Jacob, if you can
David Newell.
help your dad with that transponder, it'd be much appreciated. It's not working.
Julian Taylor. Rice Cakes Supreme. Steve Liu. John Milio. Too Soon Jr. Jordan Rivera.
All right, if I can get my 21-5 group out here to Marshall, please.
Nelson B.
We need a little help out here, please. All right, I got Team Jorgensen out here. I'm looking for the rest of my 21-5 group. I may need your help, guys.
Gunther.
Okay. All right, folks, let's line them up. Starting order will be Bryant 1, Brian 2, Jeff 3, Julian 4, Jordan 5, Nelson 6, John 7, Steve 8, Dave 9. All right, guys, be ready to go when your name is called. Got 9 trucks here, so it's going to be a quick start. Brian, Jeff, Julian, Jordan, Nelson, John, Steve, and Dave. Fastest opening lap going to Bryant at a 15.0, BG a 15.3, Julian 15.8. We're now 40 seconds in, drivers. All right, work together, guys. "50 seconds in. Right now it is Mirafuente out front. All right, drivers, 1 minute in.
4 minutes left.
Right now it's Bryant, Brian, Julian, Jeff, Jordan, Nelson, John, Steve, Dave, your full order. Got Bryant currently 20.06, Brian at 20.15, Julian 19.06, Jeff 19.08, Jordan 19.10, Nelson 19.12, John 18.05, Steve 16, Dave 16. Got minute 20 down, 3:40 to go. This is race number 7 on track. So Bryant 20.08, Brian 19 flat, Julian 19.05, Jeff 19.08, Jordan 19.09, Nelson 19.10, John 18.05, Dave and Steve now on 17s. Got 3:10 to go, drivers. Okay, we are now 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Mirafuente 2.4 ahead of Gross. Gross 1.1 ahead of Taylor. Taylor 0.9 ahead of Miranda. Miranda 0.9 ahead of Rabara. Rabara 1.2 ahead of B. B 3.5 ahead of Emilio. Emilio 8.5 ahead of Leung. And Leung 0.2 ahead of Noel. Got 2:40 remaining, drivers. Fast lap of this one so far, 15.0 from Mirafuente. 15.3 from Gross, a 15.5 for Taylor. 15.4 for Miranda. Yeah, 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. Bryant now 3 seconds ahead of Brian. Brian 1.8 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.3 ahead of Julian. Julian 2.3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 2.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 7 ahead of John. 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, minute 50 to go, drivers. Minute 35 remains. Brian 2011, Brian 2015, Julian 1905, Jeff 1905, Jordan 1911, Nelson 1913, John 1809, Steve 1705. Minute 20 to go, drivers. Race 7 on track. After this, we're going into 40 plus. A little trouble for your race leader in the front section. Just over a minute to go, drivers. We are now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Brian, Julian, Jeff, Jordan, Nelson, John, and Steve. "45 seconds to go. And that's going to knock Brian back to the 3 spot. Our closest battler right now, Julian 1 second ahead of Brian. Brian 0.02 ahead of Jeff. 2, 3, and 4 up for grabs right now. 25 seconds remain. "15 seconds to go. "5 seconds left. Keep on going, drivers.
Rice Cakes Supreme done. Too Soon Jr. done. Julian Taylor done. Steve Lung done. Goomba done. Jordan Rivera done. Nelson B done.
And that will
drivers
be a
were
race,
finished.
guys. Bryant
John
taking
Millian
that one,
done.
2014. Julian, 1903. Jeff, 1904.6. Brian, 1904.7. Jordan, at 1910. Nelson, 1912. John, 1812. Steve,
The
1703.
race is completed.
All right, we are now moving into race number 8, our first heat of 40 plus.
Grasshopper. Martin White.
All right, folks, this might be the last Friday on this layout. If we can get enough help on Wednesday night, we'll do a track change. If you guys want to see that track change happen, well, I'll see you on Wednesday.
AJ Cardinale. Omar Man and Salsa.
I am going to need some turn marshals, guys. All my drivers from truck.
El Tigre.
All right, folks. The ball studs. All right, folks. So our starting order this round will be Martin 1, Omar 2, Art 3, Dave 4, Tony 5. All right, folks, we're going with Martin on the tone. Omar, Art, Dave, and Tony. All right, fastest opening lap goes to Martin White, 15.3. Only car in the 15 so far. Tony Wilson, 15.5 here on lap 2. Bixler going 15.6. Cardinale at 15.9. We're 45 seconds in. Martin White, 15.0. Way to go.
Four minutes left.
All right, one down, 4 to go. This time by Martin White, 20.09 for pace. Tony at 19.09. Omar, 19.10. Dave, 19.11. Art, 18.08. Got a minute 15 down. 3:45 to go. All right, Martin, 2010. Tony, 1904. Omar, 1908. Dave, 1910. Art, 1802. Right now, Martin holding down a 3.5 second lead. Got Tony 1 second ahead of Omar. Omar, 0.6 ahead of Dave. Dave, 2 ahead of Art. Got 3:15 to go, drivers. Got 2 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Tony going 15-4 that time by. So Martin still holding down a 3.5 second lead. Yeah, Tony 2 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.2 ahead of Dave. And Dave 2.9 ahead of Art. Got 2:45 remaining, drivers. And a little bit of marshalling action here on lap number 10. Got 2:35 down, 2:25 remaining. Right now it's Martin, Tony, Dave, Omar, and Art. 2:15 remains, drivers. Martin 4 ahead of Tony. Tony 3 ahead of Dave. Dave 3.2 ahead of Omar. Omar 2.8 ahead of Art. 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Martin going 15 flat that time by. He's now 5 seconds ahead of Tony. Minute 50 remains. This is race number 8 on track. Minute 40 to go. Martin 20:07, Tony 19 flat. Dave 19:09, Omar 19:12, Art 18:01. Tony going 15-2 the previous lap. This time around to 15-3. Now minute 20 remaining, drivers. Got another heat of 40 plus coming up next. Martin 5.6 ahead of Tony. Tony 10 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.1 ahead of Omar. Omar 1.7 ahead of Art. We are now 4 minutes in. Careful at the wall ride.
1 minute left.
That is clear. 50 seconds remain. $40 seconds to go, drivers. $30 seconds to go. Closest battle here going to be Omar, 1.4 ahead of Art. And Art about 4 ahead of Dave. 25 seconds remain. $15 seconds to go. Whoa, careful on the back straight. That is clearing up. Keep going, drivers. Keep on going. Keep going.
LT Gray done. Martin White done. Grasshopper done. Omar Man and Salsa done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race. Martin White
AJ
going
Cardinale
20:07. We got Tony 19 flat, Omar 19:12, Art 19:13, Dave 18:01.
The race is completed.
All right, folks. Final race of qualifying's coming up. 40 plus heat 2.
Barry Soppet. Kevin Allen. Steve Loom. Rice Cakes Supreme. Nelson B.
All right, if I can get my drivers from the last group out here, turn marshal, please.
Julian Taylor.
Yes. I gotta set up the mains. There might be a few minutes that I can put the practice timer up, but I gotta set up the mains first. If you want to test it right now, real quick. Yeah, we'll have a few minutes after I set up the mains. That time it worked. Yeah. In fact, both times. You might be good. I hope you're good. All right, folks. Our starting lineup is going to be Brian 1, Barry 2, Kevin 3, Nelson 4, Julian 5, Steve 6. All right, we'll go Brian on the tone. Barry, Kevin, Nelson, Julian, and Steve. All right, Barry Soppett, fastest opening lap here, going 14.7. Yeah, everybody else, high 15s, low 16s at the moment. So BG going 14.9 there. Careful in the middle, guys. All right, 50 seconds in. Barry Soppett starting off with a trio of 14s. Oh, Barry's pace right now, 21.12. Got Nelson in the 2 spot, 2014. Steve going 19.01, Brian 19.03, Julian 19.06, Kevin 18.02. Yeah, minute 15 down, 3:45 to go. Now Barry on a blistering pace, 21.12 in the works. Minute 30 down, 3:30 left. And there's Soppett's first 15, a 15.1. Wow, minute 40 in, 3:20 to go. Right now, Barry, 6.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson, 0.1 ahead of Julian. Julian, 0.4 ahead of Brian. Those guys, 0.7 ahead of Steve. And Steve, 0.009 ahead of Kevin that time around.
3 minutes left.
2 down, 3 to go. All right, Barry, 20.01. Nelson, Brian now, 20.15. Nelson, 19 flat. Julian, 19.03. Kevin, 19.03. Steve, 19.07. Got 2:40 remaining, drivers. All right, 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Barry's pace, 20.01. Brian, 2013. Nelson, 2015. Kevin, 19 flat. Julian, 19.10. Steve, 19.13. Got 2:15 remaining, drivers. All right, 2:05 remaining, drivers. We are now 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Barry, 5.4 ahead of Brian. Brian, 1.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin, 0.041 ahead of Nelson. Nelson, 5 ahead of Julian. Julian, 2.5 ahead of Steve. Got minute 45 to go, drivers. Oh, Barry, 2003, Brian, 2011, Kevin, 2013, Nelson, 2014, Julian, 1906, and Steve, 1912. Last time by, got Kevin going 15-0, Julian 15-1. Julian backs it up with a 15-8. Minute 15 to go, drivers. All right, folks, we're now 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Barry, 2004, Brian, 2010, Kevin, 2012, Nelson 2014, Julian 1905, Steve 1913. So Barry currently 5 seconds up on Brian. Brian 1.8 ahead of Kevin. Kevin, oh, trouble in the cinnamon roll. 40 seconds to go. .30 seconds remain. And this time by Kevin up to the 2 spot. He's 1.1 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.5 ahead of Nelson. It's our closest battle, 2, 3, and 4 on track. 15 seconds. All right, folks, 10 seconds to go. Keep going, don't stop early.
Barry Soppet done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. Julian Taylor done. Kevin Allen done. Nelson B done.
And that will be a race. Barry Soppet takes TQ by less than a second. 20:05. Yeah, Kevin 2011, Brian 2014, Nelson 2014, Julian 1907, Steve 1912. All right, folks, get the main event set up here. We'll take a short break. All right, folks, there will definitely be a B-Man and expert, so that's going to be one of our first couple races up. Be aware.
Steve Loom.
All right, guys, a couple notes here. I'll turn on the practice timer. Got our main events set up. Our first race is going to be the B-Man of Expert. So we're going to give you guys a few minutes here. We'll get the main started about 9:30. First race up is going to be our B-Man of Expert. Second race will be Rookie, followed by Sportsman Intermediate Expert. Then we'll go Stadium Truck, 21.5. And for 40 plus, it's going to be an 11-car main. All right, so our B-Man of Expert, that's going to be Jeff, Andrew, Jacob, Luis, Jordan, Steve, Omar, and David. Top 2 finishers will go on to race number 5. So 9:30, I'll call you guys up. All right, practice timer is up.
Omar Man and Salsa. 41.6. 16.6. Carter Garcia. Martin Arroyo. 17-1, 102.8, 21.7, 19-1, 19-5, 34.8, 16-2, 17-2, 16-1, 17-6, 18-5, 16-2, 15-9, 18-3, 18-5, 16-6, 17-6, 15-3, 16-3, 16-2, 18 flat, 17-8, 16-5, 15-9, 15-9, 18-3, 17 Rice flat, Cake Supreme, 16 flat, 15-6, 17-2, 17-2, 16-7, 35.6, 16-2, 15-3, 17-2, 18-2, 17-7, 16-4, 16-1, 16-9, 16-3, 18-5, 16-3, 32.4, 15-8, 17-6, 17-1, 47.1, 18 flat, 19 flat, 19-1, 52.5, 16-5, 16-8, 24.2, 34.5, 26.4, 241 flat, 27 flat, 15-9, 18 flat, 20.4, 18 flat, 15-4, 19-3, 17 flat, 16-8, 18-3, 16-1, 18-5, 17-1, 18-9, 16 flat, 16-3, 16 flat, 16-4, 18-6, 16-3, 15-6, 16-6. 28.6. 17-1. 116 flat. David Kopel. 16-2. 15-6. 18 flat. 30.8.
All right, guys, it's about time to start calling up race number 1.
15-2.
All right, B-Main of experts going to be Jeff, Andrew, Jacob, Luis, Jordan, Steve, Omar, and Dave. Turn marshals will be my 40-plus A-Main. All right, if you are back-to-back, if you could do me a huge favor, marshal races 2 and 3, that'd be awesome. All right, this is our expert B main.
Lou Esakis RS.
All right, top 2 of this one are going to race again later tonight in the expert A main.
Grasshopper.
All right, if you're
Jacob
running 40
Jorgensen.
plus and you're not currently in this race, I'm going to need you to turn marshal.
Andrew Montes. Jordan Rivera.
Careful on the back straight, go wide, go wide. That is clear. All right, looks like you got everybody checked in. You're checked in, Omar. All right, we got our marshals out here, got our drivers out here. Let's start getting the grid set up. Straightaway now closed, straightaway walking speed only, please. Give me Jeff on the number 1, Andrew number 2, Jacob number 3, Luis number 4, Jordan 5, Steve 6, Omar 7, David 8. A nice full beat. Oh. Somebody lost the front wing. You don't need it. You really don't need it. Oh, you just ate him. Yeah, what he said. All right, folks, grid is good. Drivers, best of luck. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. All right, we're going racing in less than 5. All right, Jeff out front. Careful at the wall ride. Careful getting on the straight, guys. Got Jeff out to an early lead. 1.3 up on Luis. Down the back straight they go, 30 seconds in. Jeff 1.4 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 2 seconds up on Jacob. Jacob just ahead of Omar. Omar 1.3 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.4 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.7 ahead of Dave. We got 50 seconds in. All right, Omar going fast lap so far, 15-2. 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
All right, Jeff 1.7 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.9 ahead of Andrew. Got 110 down, 350 to go. Miranda out front, but Luis Cazares right there with them. Down the back straight they go. 0.3 the gap. And then got Andrew just 1.3 back. Trouble there for Luis. He's still in it though. A minute 30 down, 3:30 left. Andrew up to the 2, but Luis right there with him. Got 3:25 remaining. Jeff 1.3 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.8 ahead of Luis. Luis 2.5 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.9 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 1.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1 ahead of Steve. Steve 5 ahead of Dave. Got a minute 50 down. All right, we're now 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
Miranda last time by going 15-3. Down the back straight he goes. Backing it up with a 15-4. He's now 2.2 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 0.6 ahead of Luis. Luis 2.9 ahead of Omar. Omar 2.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.2 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 1.3 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.9 ahead of Dave. Yeah, 225 down, 235 remaining. Race leaders starting to come up on the back part of the field. Oh. 235 in, 225 remains. All right, 245 in, 215 remaining. Jeff, Andrew, Luis, Omar, Jordan, Jacob, Steve, and Dave. All right, folks, we're 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, Jeff, 1.5 ahead of Andrew out front. Andrew having a little trouble there. Well, the gap has expanded a bit. Careful back straight, that's clear. Race leader having a few moments, but he still has a solid lead. Minute 35 remaining. This time by Jeff, 3.8 ahead of Andrew. Luis crosses the line, 3.9 back of second place. Got Jacob just 1.6 back of Luis. Omar 1.7 behind Jacob. Jordan 0.8 behind Omar. Got a minute 15 to go, drivers. 75 seconds remaining. Race leader down the back straight, white and blue car. We got 4 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Jeff now 3.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 3.8 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.7 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 2.7 ahead of Omar. Omar 0.7 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 1.6 ahead of Steve. Steve 4 ahead of Dave. We got 40 seconds remaining, drivers. $25 seconds left, drivers. $15 seconds. Closest battle here. Looks to be Luis and Jacob for the 3 spot. Time's about to expire. Oh, man. Jacob looking for a way, but just
Andrew
a corner
Montez
to go.
done.
Good
Luis
battle to
Cazares
finish, guys.
done. Jacob Jorgensen done. Grasshopper done. Omar Man and Salsa done.
All right, one more car,
Jordan
one more
Rivera done.
car.
Too Soon Jr. done.
And that will be
All drivers
a
are
race.
finished.
Jeff
Steve
and
Lowe done.
Andrew will be racing in the A main event. All right, folks, let's see.
The race is completed.
All right, so can I get like 4 of you guys to marshal this race, and then the rest of you guys to marshal the next race? All right, I'm gonna need half you guys for this one, half you guys for the next race. So first 4
TJ
marshals out
Cordero.
here get to marshal this race.
Jorge Duenas.
All right, we're good. The rest of you guys, I'm gonna need you to marshal the next race. I got Jeff, Andrew, Jordan, and Dave. So those will be my marshals for this one. Everybody else, you will marshal race number 3. Omar, I got enough for this one. You'll be marshaling race 3. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, so my marshals for this one, Jordan, Andrew, Jeff, and Dave. Everybody else will marshal race 3. All right, let's get our rookie competitors onto the back straightaway. We're going to get Jorge on the number 1, TJ on the number 2. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing, less than 5. Here we go. And they're off. TJ gets the early jump. We're 15 seconds in. 1 and 2 making their way up the wall ride, down the straightaway. This time by margin 0.3 of a second. Got 30 seconds in. All right, we got 50 seconds in. TJ starting to expand upon his lead here. Just 1
3
minute
minutes
down.
left.
Still got 3 minutes left. And a little trouble for TJ. Got 2:45 remaining. 1 and 2 doing battle here. About a third of a lap apart. 120 down, 240 remains. Got TJ going 19-1 for a fast lap. Jorge crosses the line, 19-4. So both these drivers fairly evenly matched. Pretty close on pace here. It's just going to come down to consistency on this run. Got 2:15 remaining. All right, gap between these two drivers about 5 seconds at the moment. All right, we're approaching halfway, drivers. 2 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
TJ and Jorge out here sharing the track. These guys just getting started on their RC journey. These guys will be racing sportsmen before too long. TJ and Jorge, 4 seconds now, the gap getting a little slimmer. Minute 40 to go. Minute 30 remains. This time by gap is 4.5 between these two drivers. right, 1:20 remains. Oh, a little trouble on the straightaway. That's going to give Jorge an opportunity to close in. 1:10 remains. These guys now separated by 1 second. All right, these guys are going for it here. We got a battle.
1 minute left.
And the battle continues on. Well, Jorge does the right thing here. All right, race on, guys. Go ahead. 45 seconds remaining. All right, 35 seconds to go. It comes down to these last few laps here. Like I said earlier, it's quality, not quantity tonight. A little trouble for Jorge. 30 seconds left. Four seconds is the gap. 20 seconds remains. Ten seconds to go, drivers. They might get by for one more. 5 seconds. And they both make it by for one more lap. All right, drivers race to the finish line. Gap fairly slim here.
TJ
And
Cordero
that will be a
All
race.
drivers are
Good
finished.
job, drivers.
Jorge
Putting
doing
on a
his
show
job.
here. Good sportsmanship here. Good job, drivers. Let's get you guys to the podium for a quick picture. That'll be TJ and Jorge.
The race is completed.
All right, this is going to be race number 3 coming up, our sportsman division. Mike, Justin, Theo, and Dave. Turn marshals, I'm going to need my remaining 4 from the B main. That's going to be Omar, Luis, Jacob, and Steve.
10 Cartet. Justin Levers. Mike Rulis. Anthony Zachiglowski. David Kopel.
Right there's cool. Yeah, sure. Okay, Jacob's over here.
All right, folks. This is our Sportsman A main. Trying to get you guys to the back straight at this time. We're going to put Anthony on the 1, Mike 2, Justin 3, Theo 4, David 5. All right, get Justin on the 3, Theo 4, Dave 5. All right, drivers, best of luck. Keep it clean. We're going racing in less than 5. Here we go. All right, Anthony out to an early start. Oh. And a little contact there between a couple of our runners. Whoa, careful back straight, go wide. That's clear. So Anthony, your race leader. Got battle here for the 2, Mike and Theo. Oh, Mike slicing and dicing, shake and bake. So Mike Rulis up to the 2 spot, putting a great move on Theo there. But Theo still in this one, just 7/10 back. Meanwhile, Anthony's Sunday driving it on a Friday night. All right, Anthony last time by 16-2, but trouble in the middle. Race leader on his lid for a moment.
4
Allow
minutes
the
left.
rest of the pack to close in. 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. Got Anthony down the back straight. This time by 2.6 ahead of Mike. Got Mike 0.8 ahead of Theo. Theo 5 ahead of Justin. Justin 3 ahead of Dave. So race leader going to be the pink and green. Second place going to be red and white. Third place going to be bright yellow. Got a minute 40 down, 3:20 remaining. Anthony all by himself out front. This time by margin, 4 seconds back to second place. Got Mike 1.4 ahead of Theo. Theo lap up on Justin. And Justin 5 ahead of Dave.
3 minutes
2
left.
minutes down. 3 minutes remain. Need a little help up front. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Mike and Theo trading back that 2 spot. Well, this time by, Mike 1.4 ahead of Theo. That's our closest battle on track. Got 2:35 down, 2:25 to go. Careful, turn 1, guys, turn 1. That's getting cleared up. Oh.
Two minutes left.
All right, a minute 45 to go, drivers. All right, a minute 35 remaining, drivers. Got Anthony 5 ahead of Mike. Mike 2 ahead of Theo. Theo will lap up on Justin. Justin 11 ahead of Dave. Got a minute 25 remaining, drivers. Well, closest battle on track going to be Mike versus Theo, just 2 seconds apart. Whoa! Mike caught an edge there, and that's going to allow Theo to close the gap.
1 minute
4
left.
minutes down, 1 minute left. Mike versus Theo, the battle to watch. Anthony can't afford any more errors here. Got 40 seconds remaining, drivers. This time by, we got Anthony 3.6 ahead of Mike. Mike 1.2 ahead of Theo. 25 seconds left. Trouble for Theo. 20 seconds remain. All right, folks, 5 seconds to go. All right, Anthony gets the bonus lap here. He's on a victory
Mike
lap.
Lewis done. Ten quartet done.
And
Justin Lovers
that'll be a
done.
race, guys.
David Kopel done.
Your podium for sportsmen
drivers are
tonight going to be
finished.
Anthony, Mike,
Anthony
and
Zichikowski
Theo.
done.
Rest order is Justin and Dave.
The race is completed.
All right. Get our sportsman podium taken, then I'm going to need you guys to come on out and marshal. You got 17.5 intermediate up next. This one's going to be Austin King John, Greg Kin Carter, Martin, and Scott.
King Arroyo. Austin Church, Greg Thibault, John Milio, Carter Garcia, Kin Lo, Scott Jorgensen,
All right, I'm going
Martin
to need
Arroyo.
some turn marshals. Hey, can somebody be my podium photographer for the night? Somebody help out with podium photos? I think Brent might be too busy. Wow, nice. I'm impressed. I got him. Got him again. And he got himself. Careful with the wall ride, guys. Need a little help at the wall ride. All right, I'm going to need all my drivers from that last race to come on out and turn marshal. Otherwise, you get no points. All right, looking for Anthony, Mike, Theo, Justin, and Dave. I need all you guys to come on out and help, please. All right, line up for this one. We're putting Austin on the 1, King 2, John 3, Greg 4, Kin 5, Carter 6, Martin 7, Scott 8. All right, well, this should be an interesting main event here. All right, looks like Theo and Anthony trading spots. Okay, drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. All right, so King taking the lead here. Down the back straight they go. All right, good start. Relatively good start. Whoa, Austin taking it back. Oh, geez. Hold on, King. You gotta wait for John. You gotta wait for John. All right, we got 45 seconds down. Right now it's Austin out front. We got Carter in the 2 spot. Greg in the 3, followed by Kin. Then King, John, Scott, and Martin.
4 minutes left.
Oh boy, all sorts of action here on lap number 4. Well, see how things sort out here. It's going to be Carter Garcia now to the top spot. No, actually, it's going to be Austin Church to the top spot, followed by Carter, then Scott, Martin, Greg, John, Kin, and King. Long race ahead, drivers. 3:30 to go. Long race ahead. All right, 1:35 in, 3:25 to go. Oh, man. Go. 2 minutes in. Got Austin, Carter, Scott, John, Martin, Greg, Kin, and King.
3 minutes left.
Right now, Austin 2.5 ahead of Carter. Carter 3.8 ahead of Scott. Scott 1.2 ahead of John. John 1 ahead of Martin. Martin 2.5 ahead of Kin. Careful, turn one, drivers, turn one, be careful. All right, 2:25 in, 2:35 remaining. Church, your race leader, driving the white car out here. Carter in the 2 spot, running that former Mike Hughes Yokomo. Emilio making his way back up to the 3 spot, trying to track Carter down. We got 2:55 in, 2:05 to go. Just about to be 3 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Austin Church goes new fast lap at 15.6. Let's stand by at the stripe. Austin 3.3 ahead of Carter. Carter 2.2 ahead of John. John 3 seconds ahead of Scott. Got a minute 40 to go, drivers. This is race 4 on track intermediate buggy. Got Expert up next. All right, a minute 25 to go. Right now it's Austin, Carter, John. Careful in the cinnamon roll. Cool, thank you, Theo. All right, drivers, just over a minute to go. We're now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Austin 5 seconds ahead of Carter. Carter 3.5 ahead of John. John 5.4 ahead of Scott. Scott 1 second ahead of Kin. Yeah, Kin 4 ahead of Martin. Martin 13 ahead of, now it's Greg taking over that spot. 40 seconds remain, drivers. Careful in the cinnamon roll, guys. Careful in the cinnamon roll. 30 seconds remain. All right, 20 seconds left. Right now, Austin Church, 6.4 second lead. And a little trouble for Austin there, a little rim ride. That's going to allow Carter to close in, but we got 10 seconds left. Careful, back straight, back straight. And time has come to an end.
Kinlow
Race
done.
to the line, drivers.
Austin Church done. Scott Jorgensen done. John Milio done. Martin Arroyo done. All drivers are finished.
And that will be a race.
Carter Garcia
Podium
done.
tonight in 17.5 intermediate will be Austin, John, and Carter. Rest order will be Ken, Scott, Martin, Greg, and King.
The race is completed.
All right, we're moving our way into race number 5. That'll be 17.5 Expert. That'll be Kalis, Brian, Barry, Martin, Tony, Kevin, Brian, Lucas, Jeff, and Andrew. Turn marshals will be my guys from that last race.
Martin White. Bruh. Barry Soppet. Kevin Allen. Rice Cake Supreme. Andrew Montez. Lucas Sichigloski.
All right, I mean, need all
LT
my 17.5 intermediate drivers come on out and turn marshal.
Too Soon Jr.
body's dented. All right, I'm still looking for turn marshals, guys. 17.5 intermediate. I got 3 marshals out here. I'm looking for 5 more. Y'all, my drivers from that previous race, I need your help. All right, line up for this one. We're going to put Kalis on the 1 spot, Bryant 2, Barry 3, Martin 4, Tony 5, Kevin 6, Brian 7, Lucas 8, Jeff 9, Andrew 10. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We are going racing in less than 5. Hold on. Restart. Now, guys, you know when you do the dirty, you gotta pull aside and wait. All right, grid is set. Take 2 in less than 5. All right, we got Kalis out to an early lead. 1 second after the first lap. Oh, Kalis' first official lap going 14.4. Now 1.7 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 1 second ahead of Marty. Marty 0.8 ahead of Tony. Tony 8 inches ahead of Brian. Yeah, Brian 0.7 of a second ahead of Lucas. A little bit of a gap back to Jeff. Got 45 seconds down, 4:15 to go. All right, 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
Right now it's Kalis, Brian, Martin, Tony, Brian, Lucas, Jeff, Barry, Andrew, and Kevin. All right, 1 minute 15 down, 3:45 to go. All right, Brian going 14.3 that time around. Trying to reel in that young man driving the white, blue with the red trim. All right, leaders are coming up on traffic. Good teamwork there, guys. Good teamwork, guys. 140 down, 3:20 to go. All right, Kalis now just half a second ahead of Bryant. In a little trouble here. They get together. Battle's still close. 1 minute 55 down. We're now 2 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
All right, Kalis and Bryant, half a second's the gap. Got about 2 seconds back to Martin White. Marty 1.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.2 ahead of Tony. Careful in the middle. Careful in the cinnamon roll. Got 2:15 down, drivers. 2:45 left. Kalis 0.7 ahead of Bryant. Those guys making their way up the wall ride, down the straightaway. This time by half a second the gap. A little trouble for Kalis there. That is going to put Bryant to the top. $2:45 in, 2:15 remains. Bryant now 1 second ahead of Kalis. Kalis 3 ahead of Marty. Martin 2 ahead of Brian. Brian 2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.1 ahead of Barry. Now it's the other way around.
2 minutes left.
Got 2 minutes left, drivers. Brian, Kalis, Martin, Brian, and Barry, your top 5, followed by Lucas, Jeff, Tony, Kevin, and Andrew. Got a minute 45 to go, drivers. This time by, gap between your leaders, 1.1. Can be blue and yellow versus blue and white. Minute 30 to go, drivers, 90 seconds left. 1.5, now the gap between our first and second cars. About 4.9 between Kalis and Marty. Marty 2.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Barry. Barry 1.1 ahead of Lucas. Lucas about 5 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.1 ahead of Tony. Tony 2.3 ahead of Kevin. And Kevin about 5 ahead of Andrew. All right, folks, we're now 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Bryant and Kalis gap is 1 second, but trouble for Kalis. That's going to give Bryant a bit of breathing room here. Blue and yellow is your race leader. Oh, race leader getting caught on some traffic here. Oh, and Kalis had it for a moment. 30 seconds to go, drivers. 1.7 now the gap between Bryant and Kalis. Closest battle on the track actually going to be a little bit behind them. That's going to be Jeff versus Kevin versus Tony. Got 10 seconds left, drivers. All right, time's about to expire.
Lucas Cichigloski done.
Careful back straight.
Broker done. Bra done.
That's clear.
Andrew Montez done. Too Soon Jr. done. Kevin Allen done.
And
Martin
that'll be a
White done.
race, guys.
LT Gray done.
Our 17.5 expert
Cake
podium
Supreme
tonight will
done.
be Bryant,
All
Kalis,
drivers are finished.
and Martin. The
Barry
rest of the
Soppin
order,
done.
Brian, Barry, Lucas, Jeff, Kevin, Tony, and Andrew.
The race is completed.
All right, we're going to move our way into race number 6, Stadium Truck.
David Newell. Jordan Rivera. Julian Taylor. Too Soon Jr. Rice Cake Supreme. Goompa. Nelson B.
All right, let's get all of our drivers from the last race here to Marshall. All right, Kevin Allen getting zipped up. It's getting a little
John
chilly
Miller.
in here. You know, when I was younger, I was thinking it might be cool to move somewhere colder. I don't think that anymore. I'd rather move somewhere warmer now. I mean, yeah, now I'm old. You know, when it gets cold, I start getting achy, and yeah, it sucks. All right, folks. Lineup for this one's going to be Bryant 1, Julian 2, Jeff 3, Brian 4, Jordan 5, Nelson 6, John 7, Steve 8, and David 9. All right, waiting to see if Steve's going to make this one. Okay. All right, let's get Steve on the number 8. All right, folks, grid set, drivers ready. We're going racing in less than 5. A little trouble for Goopa there. That's going to knock him back to the 4 spot for the time being. Meanwhile, Julian taking it over. Jeff taking it over. Now Brian taking it over. Oh, BG now to the front. Mirafuente 2 followed by Miranda. Oh, we got a hornet's nest here. 40 seconds in. Got 55 seconds in, now 1 minute down.
4 minutes left.
BG going 15-0, early last lap. Right now he's 8/10 ahead of Brian, but Brian sends it for a tumble. That's gonna allow Miranda by. Minute 15 down, 3:45 left. So let's see, BG now 2 seconds ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4 ahead of Bryant. Oh man, looks like trouble for Nelson. That truck might be dead. Careful, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. Careful on the back straight, guys. Dead car, back straight, back straight. Oh, one more, Tony, to your left. Yeah, minute 50 down, 3:10 to go. Two minutes down. Right now it's BG 1 second ahead of Brian. More than that now. Oh, careful in turn 1, guys. Can't see it, but there's something going on. Careful, turn 1, turn 1. Careful in turn 1, guys. All right, that is clear. 2:25 in. Let's see, it looks like Bryant has made his way to the top spot. Go. Bryant just ahead of Jeff. Those guys a couple seconds up the road from BG. BG about 4 ahead of Jordan. And Brian getting stuck on some traffic. That's going to put Miranda back to the top spot.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go, drivers. Right now it's Miranda. 1 second ahead of Mirafuente, who is 1 second ahead of Gross. Minute 45 remains. All right, a minute 35 to go. Oh, Bryant having a look on the outside. Gap at the line there was .042. All right, now we got Bryant about 2 seconds behind our lead group. These guys making their way down the back straight. Bryant having an inside look. And they get together. Got just over a minute, drivers. 4 minutes in.
1 minute left.
Bryant just ahead of Jeff, who is not too far ahead of Brian. Jeez, I think we've lost like 4 trucks in this race. Oh, we only lost 2, okay. All right, lead battle making its way into the chicane. 30 seconds to go. Oh, trouble back straight. Mir Fuente on his lid. That's going to put Miranda and Gross to the top 2. 15 seconds left. They should get by for one more lap here. BG all over the tailgate of Jeff Miranda. 7 seconds as they cross the line. It's going to be a battle to the finish here. BG having a look, taking a swipe at the tailgate. Careful back straight, back straight, back straight. Go wide. That is clear.
John Milio done.
And it's going to be Jeff Miranda taking down the W.
Done. Rice Cakes Supreme done.
And that will
All
be a race.
Goomba done.
So Miranda taking the victory there. Gross 2 and Mirafuente 3. Rest of the order will be Jordan, Steve, John, David, Nelson, Julian. Wow, lots to unpack after that one.
The race is completed.
Okay, this is going to be race number 7, 21.5 buggy.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Lucas Zachiglowski. 10 Quartet. Kinlo.
Dang, really? Our top qualifier is not going to make the main event.
Scott Jorgensen. AJ Cardinale.
All right, I may need some turn marshals for this one. Stadium truck, I need your help, guys, please. All right, lineup for this one. Jacob not going to make the main event after top qualifying. That's called TQing for nothing. So it's going to be Lucas on the 1, Art on the 2. Tony's not here, so Ken on the 3 perhaps? So let's see, Lucas 1, Art 2 for sure. Tony, you planning on making it? Okay. So Ken will be on the 3, then we'll put Anthony on the 4. Can one of you guys help out Anthony, please? A little help on the grid, a little help. All right, we got Anthony 4, Scott 5, Theo 6. All right. Got our marshal set, driver set. We are going racing in less than 5. Here we go. All right, long race ahead, drivers. And we're now divided into 2 packs. Right now, it is going to be Lucas ahead of Ken and Art. Meanwhile, we got Scott just ahead of Anthony and Theo. And a little trouble for Ken. That will put Art back to the 2. Anthony threading the needle here, getting the move on Scott. Nice and cleanly, too. We got 50 seconds in. So we got Lucas 2.4 ahead of
4
Art.
minutes
Art
left.
1.6 ahead of Ken. Then we got Anthony 0.4 ahead of Scott. And Scott 2.2 up on Theo. Careful wall ride, guys. And that is clear. All right, Lucas holding down fast lap so far, 16-0. I suspect that will improve. Got a minute 25 down, 3:35 to go. Anthony, Scott, and Theo, your sportsman order. And we got Lucas, Art, and Ken, your expert order. Minute 40 down, 3:20 to go. All right, so Lucas enjoying a 6.5 second lead right now. Got Art just 1.2 ahead of Ken. Down the back straight they go. And our sportsman group got Anthony about straight away up on Scott. That translates to 2.6. And this time around, Scott clocks in 4.4 ahead of Theo. Got 2:15 down, 2:45 to go. Art just took fast lap, 15.8. Yeah, 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. This is race number 7. Our next race up will be 40 plus. Gonna be the super main here in 40 plus, 11 cars. All right, 2:45 down, 2:15 remains. Lucas, Art, Ken, followed by Anthony, Scott, and Theo. Three minutes down, 2 minutes to go. So we got Lucas 15.8, Art 15.8, Ken 16.2, Anthony 16.4, Scott 16.7, Theo 17.3. A minute 45 remains. So Lucas 7.3 ahead of Art 3.2 ahead of Ken. Got Anthony 7.5 ahead of Scott, and Scott 5 ahead of Theo. Minute 30 remains, drivers. 90 seconds left. All right, a minute 10 to go. Anthony going 16.3 that time around. Anthony making a move to get into the 3rd overall here.
1 minute left.
All right, 55 seconds remain. "40 seconds to go, drivers." Everyone pretty well spread through the field here. Got at least 6 seconds between each car. Make that 5.7. 25 seconds remain, drivers. All right, 10 seconds left. Careful, back straight, back straight. That is clear.
Scott Jorgensen done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. Lucas Zachiglowski done. Kinlo done. AJ Cardinale
All right,
done.
folks, that'll be a race.
All drivers
This
are
is going to be
finished.
one of those podium for
10 car 10
everyone
done.
situations. Got Lucas, Art, and Kin, our expert podium. Anthony, Scott, and Theo, our sportsman podium. Podium for everybody.
The race is completed.
All right, that being said, we'll take a minute before we get 40 plus up. This is going to be our final race of the night, our 40 plus A main event.
Barry Soppin. Martin White. Kevin Allen. Omar Man and Salsa. Steve Loom.
Careful at the wall ride, guys. All right, as soon as you're done with your podium picture, I'm going to need you to turn
Nelson
marshal.
V. Rice Cake Supreme. Grasshopper.
Wall ride. I may need some help out here, guys. I'm going to need some turn marshals, please. Careful at the wall ride, guys. Careful at the wall ride.
AJ Cardinale. Julian Taylor.
All right, folks, it's now been about 3 minutes since that last race finished. I mean, I need you guys out here. $21.5. I need you out here, guys. We got Anthony and Theo. All right, got Ken out here. Where's the rest of the 21.5? Well, yeah, you're up there, but there's like 5 other
LT
guys. All right, and can I get a Jorgensen out here? Either one is okay. I just need somebody to marshal. Scott or Jacob, I need your help. Scott or Jacob, I will need your help. All right, lineup for this one is going to be Barry 1, Brian 2, Martin 3, Kevin 4, Nelson 5, Tony 6, Julian 7, Omar 8, Art 9, Steve 10, Dave 11. All right, Art's going to be on the 9, Omar on the 8. Tony, you're on the 6. All right, folks, grid set, drivers ready. We are going racing in less than 5. Yeah, the way that first lap went, I am inclined to restart that one. Yeah, let's get him back up, guys. All right, it's going to be Barry 1, Brian 2, Martin 3, Kevin 4, Nelson 5, Tony 6, Julian 7, Omar 8, Art 9, Steve 10, Dave on the 11. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers ready. We are going racing in less than 5. We got Barry out front. 3/10 up on Brian. Kevin up to the 3, followed by Nelson and Tony. Still a long race ahead, folks. Got 35 seconds down. Race leaders now making their way into the rollers. A little trouble for BG. That'll put Kevin in the 2. 45 seconds in. Got Barry out front driving the silver and purple ride. He's now 1.4 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.3 ahead of Nelson. Nelson just ahead of Brian.
4 minutes left.
Back straight, back straight. That is clear. Trouble there for Barry. He's going to put Kevin to the top spot. Careful getting onto the straight, guys. That is clear. We got 1:15 in, 3:45 to go. Careful back straight, go inside. Careful wall ride, go outside. Right now it's Barry back to the front. Well, that's Barry up on his lid. That's going to put Nelson to the top spot. Careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight. Go inside, go inside. Go inside on the back straight. Go inside on the back straight, guys. That is clear. Got just about 2 minutes down, drivers.
3 minutes left.
Right now, it is Barry, Steve, Kevin, Martin, Brian, Nelson, David, Tony, Julian, Art, and Omar. Race leader just crossed the line here. He's 1.8 ahead of Steve. That's Steve 0.6 ahead of Marty. Marty now up to the 2 spot. 2:20 down, drivers. 2:40 left. This time around, Soppet 2.3 ahead of White. White is charging. So right now, Barry, Martin, Steve, Kevin, and Brian, your top 5, followed by Nelson, David, Julian, Tony. Got 2:15 remaining, drivers. Leaders are making their way through the chicane, through the switchbacks, up the wall ride, and down the back straight. This time by, gap between your leaders, 1.3. So Marty is closing. Got 1:50 to go, drivers. This time by, 15.3 for Barry. He is now 1.6 ahead of Marty. Oh, Marty getting caught up. Hold, hold, hold. And go. Oh, Barry now 3 seconds ahead of Martin. Martin 1.1 ahead of Steve. Steve 0.4 ahead of Kevin, who's about 6 inches ahead of Brian. And Brian getting the 2-for-1 special there. Kevin making his way by. Got 1:15 to go. Closest battle right now, gonna be for that 3 spot. Meanwhile, Barry 2.5 seconds up the road. Got 4 minutes
1
down.
minute left.
This time by Barry, 2.6 on Martin. Martin 1.9 ahead of Brian. Brian 1 second ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.9 ahead of Steve. Steve just ahead of Nelson. 45 seconds remain, drivers. 35 seconds to go. 30 seconds left. And now it's Barry, 2.6 out of Marty. Marty, 1.6 out of Brian. Brian, 1.4 out of Kevin. Kevin about 2 seconds up on Steve. 15 seconds, drivers. Careful, back straight, go wide. 5 seconds left.
Barry Soffit done. Martin White done. Rice Cakes Supreme done. AJ Cardinale done. Nelson B done.
Two more.
Steve Lund done. Omar Man and Salsa done. Kevin Allen done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that
Grasshopper done.
will be a race. So it's going to be Barry, Martin, and Brian standing on the podium in 40 plus tonight.
The race is
The rest of the
completed.
order is going to be Nelson, Steve, Kevin, David, Omar, and Art, and Julian, and Tony. All right, folks, that concludes Friday night racing. We will be racing on-road on Sunday, folks. If you want to check out some on-road racing action, Sunday. All right, folks, thank you all for coming out. Hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Good night.